every 10 or 15 years, a film is produced that is so overwhelming, so forceful in its impact, that it becomes deeply embedded in the mind.
Persons under 18 will not be admitted.
Appreciate your choosing our theater. And to make this experience more enjoyable for everyone, we hope you'll refrain from talking during the show. Enjoy the movie. Thank you.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. We have very active lifestyles. It's not all wandering the countryside aimlessly or scaring passing motorists. And we all love a good cup of joe. And there's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. Bold, robust, delicious. It's coffee that can wake the dead. With over a dozen different roasts and flavors, Deadly Grounds can satisfy the most finicky of coffee addicts. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
Why is that? Yeah,
There he is.
There you go. I couldn't.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah.
I mean, you said Leo always pushes the wrong buttons.
No, yeah. Well, fuck you. Fuck you. It's Friday. Fuck you all. There you go. That's how I'm starting the show tonight.
Happy
Fuck
Friday.
You, it's Friday.
Happy Friday. So, yeah.
Jeff. There you go.
Yeah. All right. So, we have a special show. That's why we're doing it on a Friday. We're here with Scott Brodsky. How do you say that?
Brodsky. Yep.
Brodsky. Okay.
What an ass.
Yep.
Yeah, I am an ass. So we're here to discuss an upcoming cannabis expo and competition, right?
Correct. Yeah. So the cannabis competition is going to be the X Cup. And so what we're doing here, this is going to be New England's most rigorously tested and judged cup really ever to come out. We have some really exciting things going on. For example, we've partnered with a lab in the state, Sativa. And so the way it's set up is that every entry that comes in is going to undergo the Massachusetts State Compliance Panel, which was tests for everything like, all the contaminants, heavy metals, any type of microbiological stuff, things like that can appear in plants, and that the state requires the dispensaries to test for if they want to put a product on the shelf. And so as we all know, the regulations around growing are, very high as far as barrier to entry, largely due to the grow rooms and just the, complexity at which the state has regulated the building of these rooms in the interest of safety, right? They say we want if what everyone's growing and getting supplied through the dispensary to be clean, and that's the big fear. I think we all know, who people we know who utilize the home grow laws in Massachusetts, are able to regulate environments and really produce some really great stuff that is just as clean, if not cleaner, than the stuff you might buy at a dispensary. And
no, I agree with that. Yep, definitely.
And so those tests, they're quite costly. I think the average cost for a dispensary, putting one product, through the testing is around $650. And so one of the benefits to our competitors is when they enter, it's going to be a $200 entry fee. And again, for each entry, and for every entry they submit, each one will undergo the state compliance panel testing at the lab, and we'll get those results, and they'll be available to the competitors. And also, the knowledge will be available so that when the judges do get, their judges kits, they'll also be aware, if something did fail for any type of reason, things like that. And then they can make their judge's decision on how they want to continue to, test that, judge that product.
Oh, okay. So even if they fail the what I'll call the compliance,
Yep.
it still gets to be put into the competition.
Absolutely, it still goes in front of the judges. Because I think we've all known over the years. We've all made decisions about what we've chosen to smoke. And these days, we're very blessed.
Some of the shit I found in my bags 40 years ago. Are you fucking kidding me?
Right. Exactly.
Seriously.
What it took to get into our hands at that point versus today, where we actually have from grow to dispensary, or home grow to gifted to a friend or whatnot, whoever's compliance with laws.
Wow.
Cool. So where is this taking place and when?
So all the logistics for the competition are going to be handled in Massachusetts. That's where I'm located. And so starting in January, and just finalizing the dates now, and they'll be released real soon, will be the submission period for competitors to enter their products in the competition. So I'll try and have 3 or 4 drop-off days where they can meet up with me to enter their product. And then from there, will be going to the judges and the lab, so everything will get evenly dispersed. And from that point forward, ideally, the lab will have the results of all the samples, within a week's time frame, as we've discussed. Doesn't seem to be an issue for them. And then going forward, the judges will, we're shooting to have like maybe about a month's period at which they get to judge all the products that they've been, provided. And then from there, come the weekend of March 25th and 26th, we're very excited. And what we have is the XpoCanna conference that's taking place for the second year now at Mohegan Sun. And so that's going to be a cannabis conference like many of the ones we've been to before in the state of Connecticut. And so at the Mohegan Sun Resort, which if you've ever been down there, is a really fun time. There's always thousands of people walking around on the weekend. And what they've agreed to do is we've partnered up, and they are going to host the award ceremony for the X Cup. We're going to have a great 20 by 20 space set up there where we're going to have a DJ, and we're going to be able to do all the announcements for the winners of the competition, the X Cup, and really get to celebrate, everything that they've done in a really cool environment and atmosphere, and have a great time for the weekend.
Very cool.
Cool.
Very cool.
All right. So it is basically it's a flower only competition. There's no edibles. There's no other stuff, right? Straight out.
It's more than flower, because the dispensaries, they have edibles on the shelf, and they have to undergo a testing panel and, pre-rolls,
so
whatever.
As well.
Yep. So we have 7 categories that we'll be doing for this competition, and very excited about them. So there is a flower category, and the flower category is broken down into 2 categories: sativa dominant and indica dominant. And so when you think sativa dominant, sativas can smell and taste pine-like, sweet, fruity, even spicy. And then we have the indica dominant strains, which, tend to emit that musty, earthy, skunky aromas and taste that we get and see in some of the plants. And so, those are the 2 categories for flower. In addition, we will have a pre-roll category, and this one I'm very excited about. We're going to have 2 pre-roll categories. The first is just a standard pre-roll, nothing but flour and paper, no enhancements whatsoever, and really see, who can show what they can do and put together, a nice quality pre-roll. And then there's the enhanced pre-roll category, and that pre-roll category has any additive other than the flour used in the pre-roll that's considered enhancing it, so dips, dusted, snakes, anything else, you can get creative with to enhance that pre-roll and see if it can be a winner. And so we'll have 2 pre-roll categories. And then in addition to that, we'll have a concentrates category, really just stack them up and see who can do concentrates the best and let the judges decide.
Wow.
And then also an edibles category as well. So we're going to have an edibles category, so anything you can come up with, whatever edibles you think, you're a master of, you can be able to enter in that competition. And we'll see, who can stack up and produce the best edibles as well for the X Cup.
Sweet.
No shit. Wow.
So and lastly, this is one of my favorite categories.
This is the guy.
Yeah, but there was one last category, and this is always one of my favorites, is the tinctures and capsules, because I think that it really is just an incredible mechanism for consumption, myself being a patient myself, and really do think that it doesn't get enough recognition when it comes to just a mode of consumption. And so the tinctures and capsules category, will really let those who have a great formulation, a great compound, put them into the competition and see who can stack up with the best formula.
Sweet. Sounds like a ball, actually.
A hash
it
ball.
Is.
Now,
you can enter that in the concentrates. Go for it.
Right? So who's actually putting the event on? At the Mohegan Sun?
Yeah,
Can
so
I
it's
ask
a
that
great
question?
company. Yeah, it's a great company who I'm working with, GC Productions. It's a family-owned business, and they've been doing expos for about 30 years, father-son combo, and the
Very
son
cool.
has now taken on. and they've been very successful at what they do when it comes to putting on expos. I mean, you guys have gone to lots of different shows, so you know how it goes. And these guys have a great reputation in the industry. And in addition to that, they also have a lot of incredible connections just established for venues to do these types of things.
Right.
And so that's where the Sun is at now, is he was able to, speak with Mohegan Sun, because they've done shows before along the way. And that's how we were able to do the XpoCanna last year, where I was present with my Seeds of Green business, and had a great time there. And just talking with the owner and and Wes, and what a great guy, and so passionate about the plant. This is what we're looking to do. And so what we want to do is bring the next level competition to New England and really step it up.
I'm looking forward to this one. I heard through the grapevine you might even have some talent there this year.
Yeah. There's definitely been some discussion to have some people come through and show off. I think you guys are on that list as well as Bill.
Right. I wasn't going to say that. I was going to tell all our viewers that they had to follow what was going on
to find out,
and us. And if you want to find out more about this amazing competition that Scott's been talking about, just check out the show notes up above, down below, on the sides. They're somewhere if you're watching or listening to us, but all the categories and some links that you might want are there. Okay, continue.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's going to be a great time. I'm very excited to be involved in this. And we're really looking to just show that, we have the most integrity and the highest standards when it comes to, being a rigorously tested and judged competition.
Now, so the actual expo is 2 days.
Yep. 2 days for the expo.
Right.
Yep. It's Saturday and Sunday. Correct.
Okay. All right. Is there vendor opportunities as well for those that are interested in something like that? Or do they get to talk to somebody else?
No, absolutely.
To somebody else about that?
There are vendor sponsorship opportunities for both the X Cup and the XpoCanna event. So businesses that do want to have a presence there, so they can get their business into the Connecticut, New York markets that are emerging. There's certainly lots of opportunities. Last year when I was there, they rented the floor. They had about, I think, 80 booths in the space. This year they rented the big floor, so they have room for, I think, about 160 booths. So it's going to be a really big space, and we're really going to have a great time. They're going to do the whole guest speakers, things like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's I feel comfortable saying this because I've spoken with him about it, even though it's not official. But I did talk with Ed Rosenthal, and he's very excited about coming out and being one of our keynote speakers for the event. So we're still, just finalizing the logistics. But Ed's a great guy, and we're very fortunate to have him come on out to Connecticut and hang with us for the weekend.
Nice. As is with everything, it's a project in motion, so it'll ever be growing and changing. So you got to follow it. New things popping up, new guest announcements coming, I'm sure.
It's kind of like the plant itself, isn't it? There's always something new going on with that plant. Just saying.
Absolutely. Yeah.
They're always finding
seed, right?
Right.
And anything goes from there.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And that's March. Okay.
End of March.
And end of March. Why free?
I don't know. It all depends.
I hope you guys are around for that weekend. Should be a good time. So
I think we might have gotten potentially signed for that weekend to do a show in Connecticut. I'm not sure.
Okay. Maybe you'll be close by. You can pop in. We'd love to have you.
So, hey, you get nice digs back there.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I decided just to chill in my living room with the grand piano over here. Oh, illusion has been busted.
As his hand disappears into your hand goes into the green screen.
Yeah. So no, it's very nice little setting for sure. I like what you guys got going on. Very cool.
Yeah.
I just sit in my room on an iPad.
It's only fitting for this type of event,
Yep.
So, but yeah, I mean, I know you wanted to chat for about a half hour, so you still got about
get this out minutes. There. Yep.
So, you want to plug it again? Let's plug it again.
Yeah, so we're building out the website right now. That's in process. Very excited to have that finalized, hopefully in the next week or so. And on the website, we'll have all the information, competitors need to know, things like competition requirements, the entries, conditions for entering, all those good things, pretty much the FAQs. In addition, I have my links if, I think people have been seeing them that I've been posting for competitors who want to get on the competitor info list. So they'll be notified as soon as that information comes out, and I'll be sending that to them directly, as well as judges. If you're
Go ahead, keep
Judges,
going.
yes.
I was just telling everybody up above or down below. It's in the show notes. There's no excuse.
Yeah, awesome. And then judges, if you are interested in judging and you have a passion for this plant and experience, and you think you would make a great judge, please apply. And so I'm reviewing the judges' application as they come in daily, and I am selecting and putting judges into their spots. And hopefully, within the next few weeks, we'll have all those positions finalized. So the application link is still available and open. And, we've had some great responses so far. And anyone else who's interested and thinks that they would make a great judge, please submit. We're looking forward to seeing those applications.
Very cool.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm very excited. This is going to be a great time. We're going to be partnering with incredible companies to really make this thing pop, and just try and put forward another professional image as we can do with this industry. Because as I've always said, I believe that professionalism is a huge part of making the cannabis industry successful.
Right.
It's just, if we want to be able to function and really, rival these other industries, when we act professionally, we'll all be able to grow. And unfortunately, when things are unprofessional in industries, that's where you just see, lack of potential. Because, rather than
I actually call it civility.
Yeah, that too.
Let's be civil, people.
Yep.
So
that's
cool. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. So, website. What is the website? I know it's in the show notes, but some people don't look at those.
XpoCanna.com. That's the website right now where you can click on to just see some information about the conference and the weekend, things like that. And then also, we're building out the XCup platform of the website. And so as soon as that launches, we'll be able to drop that URL and get that out to everybody.
Very good.
Yep.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Cool. So anybody listening, you got any questions about what's going on, reach out to Scott, because I ain't going to fucking answer them.
Neither am I.
Yeah, feel free to email me, thc9scott@gmail.com. Please shoot over emails if anyone has questions. I always get back to them as soon as I can. Or, reach me on my Instagram, THC_Scott. And, always good ways to get in touch with me.
Right. So let's do a little something special for these people tonight, because we don't generally run on these other platforms that we're running on. So we're going to show you something here. So sit back and have a laugh.
Hey, dude, I need a fucking break, man. Wah, wah, wah. All you do is cry. I'm fucking hiking for hours. There's a bench over there. Let's go take a seat. I ain't gonna sit on that. You know how much ass has been on that bench? I'm gonna sit on this rock. All right, sit on the rock. So, what the fuck are we gonna do now? Fucking get high. Yeah, I like that idea. Hey, look over there behind those trees. What the fuck is that? Isn't that fucking ugly zombie that you fucking got stoned? He stole our weed? Let's go get him. Hey, man, watch out for the one on the fence. Fuck! Jesus, they're everywhere. Piper! Where is she when you need her? She's probably pissing behind a fucking tree.
Oh, dude. Take that, ants. I'll piss all over your home.
All right, so I'm high. Woo! I'm high. There's a dead zombie over there now. Yeah, I see him. Well, I guess. You ready to start hiking again? Not really. Where the fuck are we going? That way. That way. That way. All right. Pipe up!
Did you girls miss me?
Jeff, your
Very
mic's
nice.
muted. There you go. Now your mic's not muted no more.
No, I didn't
What?
mute it.
It muted itself.
Yeah, when you
That was
started
awesome.
yeah.
That was cool.
So
That was hilarious.
yeah, we that was
Yeah,
launched.
figure we push a little plug on your show.
Well, it's our show. It's our show. We're pushing.
I'm just happy
we're
to be
pushing
here. I
him.
feel like, this is you guys. But
we're glad to have you. I mean, we've known
sparked
each
this
other
up at the same time as the zombies. It's always fun when you're smoking with the guys on TV, right?
Right. We've known you a long time, and anytime we can help the familia, that's what we do. It's that simple.
That's what it's all about.
All they got to do is reach out and ask. It's really simple. Normally we have a Wednesday night show. So for you people watching, we do have Wednesday night shows, 7:00. But on occasion we run specials. For the people.
I appreciate it.
Because we're special.
Listen. There are 2 short buses for sale in New York, and don't make me buy one.
Short buses. Oh, I get it.
Because you're special.
Right.
So for everybody watching and listening later on, and everybody that's going to be listening to this, make sure you check out the show notes up above or down below for the X Cup and the Canna Expo. Is that what it is?
The XpoCanna conference.
Canna conference. Thank you. Yeah.
Yep.
See, I suck at this. That's why Leo is usually the one up here doing this.
Right.
That's why you had
if anybody's down the New Bedford area tomorrow, that's where we will be.
Oh, now you're going to plug us on his show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing down there?
We're doing a signing at what's that
Play
place
Arcade.
called? Play Arcade.
Oh, sick.
In New Bedford with Bill Diamond. He's coming up from New York.
Awesome.
So we should be there. I think it starts about noontime tomorrow. But from what I understand, that whole street is like a huge sidewalk sale tomorrow for Christmas.
Oh, wow. Cool.
So definitely if any of our viewers and watchers and listeners and people that are
come on down and say hi.
Just get the fuck off the car. It's supposed to fucking rain all day.
Tomorrow?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
That's what I heard.
Well, that puts a damper on things.
On their things, not my things. I'm inside.
Right.
Hopefully it stays
We're
north,
inside.
But
it's an arcade. I mean,
that's true.
Play arcade, man.
Well,
They've got
I'll
great
get everyone
food.
inside the arcade playing games, for sure.
Right. They got great food too. I mean, the pizza there, and they're loaded Tetris tater tots. They're Tetris shaped tater tots.
Oh, no kidding.
Fucking delicious, man. Delicious.
That's amazing.
So great food,
Awesome.
Great times. Yep. But so Scott, where do you like interacting with your social media fans?
I would say Instagram is probably, where I do most of my posting from a lot of the time. Yep. Also, Instagram's my primary go-to, I feel like.
He's like,
Facebook is like, I just don't find it's the same, type of really just community, that.
Right.
So
So if anybody has questions regarding the X Cup or the cannabis event, I fucking forgot the name again.
Expo.
It's in the show
notes.
XpoCanna conference.
Canna conference. Yes.
I'll remember it before March. I promise. Reach out to Scott. Check the show notes up above or down below. Get involved, or just get tickets and come out and have a good time. See some people. I mean, we might be there.
Yeah, I think the tickets are like $20 a day to get into the conference. Something like
that.
You
can't beat it. You can't beat that.
Yeah,
that's like
cool.
That's like.
I mean, who doesn't want to just go down to Mohegan anyway, right? It's always a good time down there. The place is awesome.
Most definitely. And
cool.
Jeffrey.
So thank you, Scott. I learned
thank you guys.
I guess I'm booked for a weekend somewhere. So Yeah, no, yeah, wow. I got to thank Kelly for that stuff. Thank you, Kelly.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like we're getting
Yeah,
comments here. This is unbelievable.
you know.
I guess some people are just
But
petty.
yeah, go to stilltoking.com, anything about us, and yeah, we'll see you out there.
Yep.
So yeah, so like Jeff said, stilltoking.com is where you can find us. Check out the amazing events in the show notes up above or down below. But to all our veterans and first responders, we want to thank you for doing what you do so people like us can do what we do. Stay safe. We'll be back Wednesday with another new show. We're out of here.
Later.